Hello and welcome to another side play. Me, GamerWolfSix of the Smoke Room Christmas Special. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on Patreon, because I couldn't find it on itch.io. Also, does Sam have earrings? Interesting. So, yeah, I think I already did the before we start part, so let's do the game. Hina. Christmas special. Ooh, desert snow? Tired of hearing Mariah Carey on the radio for the 10th. We're not at that time yet, but I do have to lower this down a hot minute. Maybe even a bit more. That should be good enough. Mariah Carey on the radio for the 10th heck dang time. Tired of driving around since 7:30 in the morning for God knows how long, because Will was the only one who managed to put chains on his tires, and he was too hungover to drive. Do they still put chains on tires these days? I remember that was a thing in like the 90s. Hey, pull over. What? Why? Why do you think? Gotta piss. Can't you fucking hold it? It's not a big deal, Sam. People piss beside the road all the time. No, they don't, you fucking animal. Oh, give me a goddamn break. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Christ. I roll over to a stop where there's plenty of trees and a safe enough place to pull over. Oh, is this during COVID? Won't be long. If you get caught, I won't know you, or I don't know you. Calm down. He takes off into the bushes. I feel like my headache is almost gone until she's back again on the station. I move my hand to the car radio and change the knob. Knob. And Will slaps out of the way. What the hell? My truck, my rules. I don't want to listen to Christmas carols anymore. If you're dragging my ass to the strip mall, we're gonna have a holly jolly Christmas. They haven't even played that one. It's been Mariah fucking Carey and Jingle Bell Rock on loop. All she wants for Christmas is you, Sam. Fuck you. Well, we're out of lube. Might come in handy for later. I'll put it on the Fitbit. Doubt that's necessary. So are y'all banging each other? Am I banging him? I thought I was banging Murdoch and the other thing. You don't tend to forget things. Well, I have one, so I'll use it. You have a smartphone too. Fucking smartphones. Most people use smartphones. So they can get calls that they never answer because half the time it's a goddamn telemarketer. It do be like it. We're sending text messages, Will. I can do that on the computer. Wait, can you? Not on the go you can't. Why the hell would I want to talk to somebody when there's things I have to do? Maybe just in case there's an emergency? The Fitbit alerts me when I get a text. But it won't let you send any. Exactly. I bite my lip as we pass over a bridge. Man, I miss snow. Why did we have that whole deep freeze in Texas that one time? It was a couple of years ago. I remember, my representative Ted Cruz fled to Mexico. We were out of power for days. Well, we were out of power for maybe a day. Other people for a bit longer. What, though, for me wasn't as bad as when that hurricane hit and then we lost power again because apparently we didn't build infrastructure to, manage a flood in East Texas. Nikolai is shuffling about outside, with his hands in his pockets. I roll down the window as the truck rolls up to him. Samuel, you're driving Will's truck today? Unfortunately. Well, the timing is good. Our heater is broke again. Didn't they just fix it? They said that this winter is unusually cold. Haven't had to use them for 50 years. Christ. Those aren't even the cheapest apartments in Peyton. Wait, I guess we're in Peyton? Maybe you have to think about moving? It is fine. Most of the year. Is Yao okay with it? He is spending the holiday in Cheng, so I could not tell you. At this point, I should try to fix them myself. Are you certified to do that? My partner is called Samuel. Well, hop on in. It's fucking freezing. Oh, this? It's barely dusting. At least the sun's out. Rio Code is in the dark, without a heater. We get it. You can stay the night. Okay, here's the thing. You get yourself a gaming computer. That will make it warm. And on Christmas Eve, this warms my heart. Unlike my heater. Don't forget your mask. Of course. Yeah, I don't think it really covers your face, Sam. Your muscle's all the way out here. I used to think Will's truck was too big, but now I'm watching Nick squeeze in the back seat, and I'm starting to wonder if it's gonna have enough space. Are Cliff and Murdoch even gonna fit in here? What's with the sad Christmas music? Next stop is the Briar's house. We pass by a yard with a freshly built igloo and a display with a two-headed snowman, and we see Murdoch and Cliff walk up to the truck. Oh. Let me just take a look at Cliff for a hot second. Because I was looking at him before because I just did the October special or the Halloween special. I'm like, did he always have so much white patches on his face? And then I'm looking at his picture before and the picture in the Halloween, and then it's like, wait, he's completely white? But I guess stoats change color? But there's something different about Cliff. New glasses? No, new haircut. You look like you've been busy. Well, it's never snowed this much before, so I wanted to make an igloo while I waited for you. I thought it would be cold outside, but it was unsurprisingly warm. That's because the snow is full of air pockets, which acts as a great insulator. Cold, dense air falls to the bottom of the igloo, and warm air rises, which is why the terrace spaces are nice and comfy. Oh, Murdoch. I always love how you find a way to teach me something new. Aw, I love you too. Okay, we have places to go. Oh, right. Get in the fucking truck. Sorry. You should be. The two of them squeeze in the pack, packing themselves against Nick. But William looks very confused. Wait, why is he white? You can't ask people why they're white. They? Please, Mr. Adler. William. You can't just ask people why they're white. Okay, I'm just gonna print screen so I can put down the thing. What the hell are you talking about? It's a pretty ordinary question. Are you, If I had to take a guess, it sounds as though Mr. Adler has not seen Mean Girls. What? There's no possible way that that's true. Also, maybe take that so I can have a different thing for that. Yes, I can set it for that Twitter. There's no possible way that's true. Everybody has seen Mean Girls. The fuck's Mean Girls? With all due respect, Mr. Adler, this is too shocking to hear. Is it? Yes. Because everybody's seen Mean Girls. Well, not me. William. It's a Lindsay Lohan. No wait, it has Lindsay Lohan in it. I don't know who Lindsay Lohan is. No. You know who Lindsay Lohan is. You know her if you saw her. I'm sorry, I'm not a teenage girl. That's no excuse. Lindsay Lohan is 35. Sorry I'm doing this tangent. Oh, at least in the time of, recording, she's 38. Huh. Most teenage girls you know are your age now. She just got in trouble this year for trying to sell NFTs. It was all over Twitter. Fuck Twitter. You're online way too much. Did this game come out before the Halloween one? Because I remember there was this whole thing about James Hendricks buying X, or Twitter, and then calling it X. No, this isn't about me. I bet even Sam knows about Mean Girls. Don't you, Sam? I've never seen Mean Girls. Of course. See? Everyone but you knows Mean Girls. We're gonna have to make you watch it on a date night at some point, I suppose. Gonna answer the original question. Why the heck are they white now? Well, it's a bit embarrassing to be put on the spot, but I assure you, it's all natural. I didn't expect your country's climate to get cold enough for this to happen, but my winter cold rolled in last week. If it were a dye job, I would have tried to make it a bit more exciting. But these days, I think white fur is very pog. Very poggers. Ohio no cap. Skibibbity. Oh, they staring at me, and I fight the impulse to steer us all off the road and into the water. The hell's a pog? We've got a long drive ahead of us. I hate driving. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Alright, what does everybody need? I want to get back to Will's house before dark. Did he get a tree? Yes, I got a damn tree. Well, I just want to make sure this year. Okay. Does it have lights on it? Of course Wait. Damn it, I did forget something. How could you forget the lights on a tree? Oh, I didn't. But the tree is definitely incomplete. Drop me off at the Home Depot when we get to it. I have some surprises to pick up as well. Where to? I said it's a surprise, you rogue. They giggle. Okay, but I'm pushing you out of the car. But am I pushing you out of the car? I can't stop in the middle of the goddamn parking lot. Yeah, you can't stop anywhere here. Where are you gonna find a parking space? Where am I taking you? Oh, terribly sorry. The bookstore will suffice. Don't worry, Cliff. Sam is just a cranky driver. I'm not cranky. I just don't want to fucking crash. No, you are cranky. Those are the words spoken by Road Rage. Actually, sorry, I do want to do another tangent. What is it called? Snow tire chains? Because when I think of it, I think of like chains. I mean, okay, some of them kind of look like, you know, bits of wire and stuff like, or thick bits of wire, while other them looks like actual hecking chains. Huh. Interesting. But since you're asking, you can drop me off at the Happy Cook. I need an offset spatula. I don't know what that is. It's very important to me. I eye the fox in the car mirror. And what about you? Oh, I already did all my Christmas shopping. Then why are you here? To watch y'all panic. Reminder that I'm at the wheel. If you want to see panic, I can show you panic. Jesus Christ, no. I just wanted out of the house for a bit. Shopping's fun. Not when it's Christmas Eve and you're driving. It isn't. Ew. Why would you do your Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve? Unless you're like hecking busy for the entire. Just no. Okay, deep breaths. Before I drop everyone off, I agreed to meet back at a coffee shop in the strip mall. I arrive. I'm just gonna take a snip, because I don't want to, like, have too many of these thingies. Boop. When I arrive, I can hear a voice of Mariah Carey pulls me into the bosom of her airtight red leotard as I made into line again, order a cappuccino, and slip into a corner booth. It's crowded as hell, but at least it's nice and warm here. God, I fucking miss being cozy. 'Cause I live in East Texas. It's humid most of the time and hot most of the time. It's mid-October and it's high 90s, but luckily at some point we're going to have a freezing bit of weather where you get in the 70s. Yay! I can finally take off the stamp coat. Feels like I'm skinning myself, peeling it off my body. Not that itchy sweater underneath is any better. I'm almost jealous of that lynx I see walking around outside. Wait, TJ? If I had a thicker coat of fur like that, I bet I could probably settle for wearing a t-shirt during Christmas too. I scratch at my chest, grabbing one of the napkins on the table and messing around with it, turning it over my paw. It do be like that. Cliff showed me how to fold these once at Will's birthday party, but I forgot. I think I kept tripping them up by accident with my claws. Murdoch had to go out and get new ones at the store. I catch myself smiling just as Mariah Carey hits that last high note and snaps me back to reality. Someone calls out, barely audible over the music. Samuel? Samuel Ayers? Your cappuccinos. Oh, for a second I thought it was going to be like, what was that one Christmas? Is it Christmas movie? Groundhog Day. Ted Mosby? Samuel Ayers, your cappuccino's ready. Shit, right, coffee. I want coffee right now. I rush to the black cat behind the counter, who's holding up a coffee with an increasingly frustrated look on her face. Thanks, and it's Samuel Ayers. I can see her name on her name tag. The cat tilts her head. I'm paid $7.25 an hour. To be honest, I don't care. Blythe. That's the girl that's also from the smoke room in Murdoch's route. The one who has her gold coins, is trying to look for a friend in the mines. Unless you're gonna give me a big tip. Right, sorry. She tilts her head and smiles. But Merry Christmas, sir. There's still barely contained rage in her voice. I take the coffee back to the booth, where I drink it in silence. I can feel her eyes drilling into me, for the entirety of Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Na 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 na. The hours pass before I see everyone again, and we can finally go back to Will's house. The ride back is just as testy. I told you, don't give me Salvation Army ringers any attention. Yeah, I used to give them money, and then it's like, oh, they're Salvation Army because they're religious. And this is around that time I was like, I'm becoming atheist. And it's like, oh, and they're like shitty to LGBT people and other people. Right. Not all Christian organizations are shitty, but Salvation Army is. I just like their tubas. Well, yeah, that's how those fuckers get you. But their music was rather jolly. You don't usually see live performances outside shops so often. I like their one song if they weren't listed on every non-profit watch list as a hate group. Yep. Exactly. They turn folks away from their shelters if they find out they're trans or gay. They ask him at the doors on freezing nights. I was not thinking about their organization. I was thinking about the tubas. Wonder how well they toot with my foot up their ass. As horrible as they are, you shouldn't make a scene with the Salvation Army people. They're well connected to the local businesses. Just put used gum in the donation kettle like an ordinary person. If you wanted to hear real music, you should have come to the bookstore with me. Hatsune Miku herself gave the best performance of Color of Drops I've ever seen from her. I've never heard of a concert happening in a bookstore. It's a hobby shop too. I buy figurines there. Yeah, I used to also buy from Hobby Lobby. And then I found out, they're also extremely Christian and, doing, stealing artifacts from the Middle East and smuggling them. Chick-fil-A, Cane's Chicken is where it's at, but Chick-fil-A, it's like, this is not very good chicken. And then I heard they're also a hate group. Or at least the people that own it are. As a Vocaloids performer, Hatsune Miku can be projected from her live audience to the store and perform across many nations and stages at once. Oh. So she's one of those Japanese cartoons. No? As I've said before, she's a Vocaloid performer with a voice bank reconstructed by performer Sake Fujita. Performances have been carefully designed and choreographed. But she's not a real person. Is she? The question hangs in the air a bit. She's as real as any celebrity persona performing the public role. Is she not? As far as I'm concerned, she's just as valid as any other artist, like Lindsay Lohan. Just so we're clear, we're still talking about the cartoon, yes? We're still talking about the cartoon. Yes? No. She's an artist, Will. They're starting to sound like a little desperate there. She's just Pixels Cliff. Well, if that's your perspective, Sam, then surely you can say that a painting is just pigment. Or that film is just photons of light, exciting electrons in cathode ray tubes. What the fuck are you talking about? Merely perspective, of course. People aren't computer programs. Maybe not electric computer programs, but biological ones. Maybe. There's some sense to that. Can you all literally talk about anything else? Alright, fine. Now, if you want to see an actual cartoon, Will, check out my phone. I swear, it's the funniest shit I've ever seen. I zone out for the rest of the conversation. Seconds turn to minutes as I watch the road and the lights, and see that there's another set of flurries falling down from the sky. When we finally get back to Will's house, I have to step out of the car to stretch my legs. And then but when I get inside, is this the same house? It kind of looks like the same house from like Cliff's Roots in the Masetta tribe, but maybe not. Inside, the tensions start to leave me as I pace about the house, examining all of the decorations. Not bad, Will. Better than I thought you could pull off anyway. I can hear him ripping through the cardboard box in the foyer. Then he comes out with a cord around his arm. What do you have there? Something special. Have we been... Oh yeah, we did see him. No peeking till it's ready though. Go on, get. Alright, fuck. I sighed to check up on Nikolai in the kitchen. I knew he said he'd be making cookies of some sort, but it looks like he's putting icing into piping bags rather than rolling out any dough. So, what are you up to? Initially, I had in mind to make traditional 4-floor and teas. Okay, let's look it up. Also note to self, Steam gift card. Because I just thought about that. Floor and ties. It's a biscuit? Okay. But since Clifford introduced me to TikTok, I've seen far too many tips and tricks for royal icing not to do a cookie house this year. He tilts his head and fixates his gaze on a cookie as he pipes its underside and then adheres it to the cardboard base. Okay. A strong, sturdy house. Wait, cardboard base? With a pun for the ducks. Ducks? You need anything? Patience. And luck. I can see that. Well, I'll leave you to it. He looks like some kind of preppy guy, you know? I move back to... let's just see. Let's just get these guys out of the way and then we'll call it. I move back to the living room, where Murdoch and Cliff are sitting on the couch. Cliff's head's on the fox's shoulder. Aw, the white fur looks good on him. When Murdoch sees me, his eyes light up a little. So, what's the plan for dinner, exactly? I shrug. I got nothing. What do y'all usually do on Christmas Eve? Bang. In Shippersburg, we'd sing around the tree and play board games together. That is the place from... Glory Hounds. Also, Google Translate. Come on, give me... Why is it Chinese traditional all the time? I think I did that once.
Shippersburg.
Shippersburg? Really? Okay. I've heard enough carols to last me a lifetime. I think we all have, and I doubt Will would be the type to have any board games. Cliff nuzzles into Murdoch's neck fur. Aw, I want to do that. What about you, love? Well, it's something of a tradition for my family to tell ghost stories. Hard to call scary stories on Christmas traditional. On the contrary, it's steeped in centuries of tradition. Like that big goat man who's all muscular and stuff that whips bad children. Ooh. Ever heard of A Christmas Carol? Huh. I guess I never thought of that one as a horror, so I never called it a ghost story. Ghost stories are told during Christmas became more popular in the Western culture in the Victorian era, but frightening stories taking place during the time span of winter solstice is common. People back in the day had to spend considerable amounts of time indoors just to take refuge from the cold, and probably pass the time talking about all sorts of noises they heard outside their houses after dark. It's a bit deeper than my reasoning, or that's a bit deeper. Oh. My grandmother celebrated Yule instead of Christmas, so I like to think passing that tradition onto was just another way of giving my mother the middle finger. I guess because the mother and grandmother didn't really get along. So, I've taken up the practice of celebrating Yule more seriously. Christmas is more for the snacks and presents. But you're the most festive looking person here. Exactly. Never trust a person who's trying too hard. Noted. So, how do you celebrate Yule anyway? It's celebrated a little different depending on which branch of neo-paganism you fall, but generally, Yule is considered a celebration of transition and change. You can assemble a log adorned with berries or pine cones, then stuff it with cloves and cinnamon or other nice smelling spices. Then you burn it, generally in a fireplace. It symbolically releases the energy of the past and transforms it into something new for the coming year. The idea is to release all of your negative energy. God, I need to do that then. He unzips his book bag and takes out a large log and lands it with a thud on the table. It's just a normal looking log, except it's stuffed with the things he said were traditional to burn. And there are pictures of his parents taped to it. Thanks, I think I get it now. You're welcome. Why don't I go back to talk about ghost stories again? Sure. What's your favorite? Probably snow grates. The fuck's a snow grate? Oh, you've never heard of a snow grate before? I think I might call it as we're doing the ghost stories. 'Cause, it do be like that. And we're hitting the, 30-ish minute mark. And, food might be happening soon. So that's gonna be the end of this side play. Merry Christmas. So please comment, cause I like comments. Tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks. Otherwise, ooh, give me a tip. Tell me what you like. I already just said that. If you like me YouTube and like see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out other videos to help it grow. And please remember to spay and neuter your animals to help control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on Patreon. I did go check it. And until next time, another Let's Play by me, the GamerWolfSix, of the Smoke Room Christmas Special, where, I don't know, Santa Claus is probably going to be flying across the sky in the evening, or we're going to teach somebody the joys of Christmas, or meaning Christmas. But what other tropes are there? That William was Santa Claus all along. And until next time, me, GamerWolfSix. See ya.